Hello.
This is the April and Cindy show.
Nice to meet you. You're probably wondering who these Yahoos are. My name is April, and
Assistants always want to be first.
I know, because
the show.
I'm an assistant trying to overpower the hygienist. So how am I related to dentistry? Well, I'm certainly no expert by any means. However, I've been in the business for 24 years, so I'd say I'm a little bit of a veteran. And
she's old.
Yeah, I am. But Cindy's older than me. So we got together. We've been working together for a couple years. And, of course, Cindy will tell you her story. And I've been doing chairside for almost 24 years and also a couple side gigs speaking and writing and teaching dental assisting students. And when Cindy and I started working together outside of the op, actually, we came up with this idea to do a podcast together to help, auxiliaries specifically hash out, lash out, and file their grievances in a safe, anonymous way. And we could perhaps help them through it. And then, Cindy and I discovered we worked well together outside the op. But I'll pass it along to Cindy so she can tell her story.
Yeah. You didn't mention me.
Oh, yeah, small detail. Cindy she's pointing out at my beer that she's about to crack open.
Oh.
Oh, wait. One of my side gigs is I own a brewery called Culmination Brewing out here in Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
That's right, Portland, Oregon. I make that clear because Portland, Maine's kind of beating us. We're kind of neck and neck right now as far as breweries. But, this is my husband's baby, and I, help get it started. So why is there beer in our podcast? What's that to do with dentistry besides, sharing two E's in between, like teeth and beer? But we will be trying integrating a beer to each show to, maybe we'll coordinate with whatever we're talking about today, kind of a flavor profile versus the flavor of the show.
Yeah, so we decided that a beer would be perfect since April, is in the beer industry as well, that we could wind up the day, the week of your time in the dental office, crack open a beer or a glass of wine or a cup of tea or warm milk, whatever suits you, and go over the hecticness of the dental life. Mm-hmm. So we decided to name our podcast something to do with beer and dentistry.
And all the ailments that come along with it.
And all the ailments of
ALE.
the day, all the
Right.
ailments of working with those nasty assistants and office managers and those
diva hygienists.
And those doctors.
So, yes, we are here for you to give us your challenges and problems and issues.
Help you vent and help you come up with solutions and build teams. And we believe that empowering you guys and the team is going to lift up the whole office, and working together, learning how to communicate with each other, and you don't have to be enemies in the office. Mm-hmm. And just harmony gets you so much further, and then you can enjoy your day and you could crack open a beer together at the end of the day. You don't have to go home and drink alone and be mad at the person.
Well, yeah,
but we're not advocating drinking at all. So.
Right. And right. And we thought it was fun that there's a stigma that assistants and hygienists are usually at odds.
Right. Like this. So today we decided to choose a beer called Sour Flower to talk about the bitterness between team members in the practice.
How it can go sour.
Right. It can go sour, but it can be a flower. So we want to turn sour into a flower.
That's right.
And so I'm going to take a sip of this and see what it tastes like.
Okay.
So today we're going to be trying Culmination Brewery Sour Flower.
Okay.
That is
Cindy
good.
says it's good. Okay.
It's sour.
All right. So from my palate, and I'm going to say I'm not an expert with the beer. I shouldn't say that. But there's much fewer people that like the sour beers. They feel it's too cloying, too puckery.
Puckery.
Yeah. Personally, I'm a sour fan versus the IPA bitter spectrum.
Yeah, that'll be the next episode, the bitterness.
Right. So if you
Office
want to, this is
managers.
our flagship sour flower. Of course,
So if you're in Portland, Oregon, stop by because obviously Culmination Brewery is one of our sponsors. So give them a try. And they did win Beer Brewery of the Year award. Did I mention that?
Brewery of the Year.
Yeah, in Oregon.
Yes.
So check it out.
Yes. We are honored to get that award.
Right. And so a little bit about me. My name is Cindy. And like April said, I've been in the dental industry, I think, shorter than you, even though I'm a little tiny bit older than you. You said you started in 96?
Right.
So I started in 98.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
You're still older than me, though. So.
Right. Yep. Just barely. So I've experienced, I started.
We're about the same age.
Okay.
I'm giving her
I don't even know how
time.
we don't want to know. We don't want to know too much about each other. So I started out as a front office. I feel like I can make fun of all of you guys because I started out as a front office person, and then I was an office manager, and I went to hygiene school, became a hygienist, and then a doctor, and then an assistant. No, just kidding.
Yeah. She's a doctor down in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico, somewhere. So anyway, I was a front office manager and hygienist, and now I am a consultant as well as I still practice hygiene. So I've been a consultant for 3 years, and I work with a lot of front office managers. So it seems like a lot of training there, and then also hygiene and overall team consulting.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been doing that for 3 years. And then along with April, we decided to, we have the same passion of bringing you guys, empowering the team, you guys to work together. And we know that the team is super important to the practice. And we're here for you guys and to root you on because.
Hey, that's a good term. We should use that for something.
Like root,
wink,
like ROOT.
Yes.
Yeah. And we do have a mentorship program where we like to help students or new grads. It could be a couple of years. It could be 5 years. It could be 20 years. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you need to build confidence or gain some extra skills, we're here to help you kind of bridge the gap from the classroom to the operatory. They teach you technical skills in school and the things that you need to know to work with the patients, but they don't teach you all the other little things that make a business. And that's what we're here to help you with as well.
Right, because we can still remember what it was like in school. Still green, not knowing what to expect in their first job. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, terrified of being on time.
And what the patients are going to be like, and what the schedule's going to be like, what the doctor's going to be like.
So we do have a Facebook page you can go to list any concerns, or if you want to have us talk about any certain topic, feel free to go there. And then also you can write in to us as well, and we can share your information anonymously, of course, because we want to protect the
guilty or innocent?
I don't know, probably guilty, but we want to keep you from getting beat up by the hygienist or assistant when you get back to work.
That's why I take kickboxing.
What about the office managers? How come they're getting a break here?
Aren't
they the mean ones? We did an office manager here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Adam can play the office manager.
I'm on my break.
Having a smoke break.
Get off the internet.
Always on the internet shopping for shoes. Yeah,
that's true.
That brings me to our first topic about sour flour. How to turn sour into a flour.
There you go. My story, not that I like to talk about myself or my brewery or.
That's all you've been doing is talking about yourself in your brewery.
Yeah, I know.
What about me?
I got to give props to Cindy. So what happened?
I'll be back here scraping teeth.
Yeah, and I'm just drinking my coffee. So what happened to me? So I had signed up for a 2-month gig in Italy to do a homestay to teach English. And obviously I can't speak it very well all the time, as you can hear me. But so
they wouldn't notice.
Right. So anyway, everything was going well. They had matched me up with somebody to do a homestay. I thought it'd be a family, and ended up being a single woman, which is fine. I'm happy to tutor or coach whomever. And so we decided to do a Skype interview. which I completely agree with. You want to you meet someone face to face. And not that I was in the best, I wasn't that presentable because I just worked out. It was a Sunday morning.
Who works out on a Sunday morning?
I know. Not lazy hygienists. So
because they're so sore from working all week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
We're back there with our feet up.
Oh yeah. My back hurts, but
it does.
So I got home from working out and I proceeded to get on the Skype interview. I thought it went okay. It felt kind of odd, but you have two people speaking two different languages, and you're really trying to translate what everybody's saying. And I get an email last night saying, the host feels that the Skype interview didn't go well, you didn't present well, and you appeared intoxicated. You were kicked out of the program.
So you were drinking beer when you went for a run, and then you did your Skype?
Yeah, because I drink copious amounts of beer when I'm working out.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'd be intoxicated on water and tea.
Right.
So it's like, where was the disconnect there?
Mm-hmm. And what did you look like during your interview? Did you look intoxicated, or why would she think that?
That's a good question. Yeah. I joked that I didn't have any makeup on, and it was a Sunday morning, and I just worked out. I didn't feel the need to.
So she thought you were ugly, and she didn't want you in her house.
But to my credit, she asked for that interview right after, or kind of last second.
Right. Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question would be, what's the question? Like, why would the company, they kick you out of the program, you said?
Right, like without asking me any details.
Without getting your side of the story?
Right, no, not perspective.
They heard you were an assistant and they just assumed.
Yeah, because I was going to be lazy and not deliver.
They thought you were great, and then they read that, they're like, oh, no.
Oh, we hear about them. Good think. She's not a hygienist, though.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be too divish. Well, how could this relate to in a practice?
Well, now you just got me pissed. No.
Drink more beer.
That's your job, I hear. Well, that's the funny thing is 'cause you don't really even drink. Do you that a little bit?
Yeah, that's what makes it interesting, even though I own a brewery.
Yeah. My parents own a bakery, and I used to bake donuts, and I don't eat donuts. So, yeah, usually when you're surrounded with so much of one thing, you don't have it. But
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's money. Work at a bank.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the money.
Yeah. But how could we relate to that in a practice, though?
So in a practice, if it would be like the assistant running to the office manager or the doctor saying that the hygienist is a diva and not doing anything.
Because I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So, and then them just going to the hygienist and just assuming that the assistant was right and firing the hygienist, or saying, oh, yeah, you're just lazy, you don't do anything, get out of here, and not seeing the other point of view.
I can see thinking the assistant's whiny and tattletale.
But then they'd have to walk by the assistant sitting on her butt to get to the hygienist. So then they realize already that it was not true.
Right, okay. Right.
Yeah. So we want to hear what you think and how do you think this pertains to a practice, and what would you do in this situation if you weren't taken, your side of the story wasn't heard before assumptions?
Right. Now, I always say never assume.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
If people are reactionary, or can be. Right. They'd rather get angry before they stop and think logically about it.
Right. And then as a company, they're going to lose your business too, because you can go to another company, and so they need to take that into consideration.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
And like a patient coming in and just saying something, and the doctor not listening to one side of the story or the other without firing the patient or the
right
personal.
Yeah. So getting perspective and getting all the facts out on the table before you make a decision.
And that's the same with being sour towards one of your coworkers. If you go up and you see the office manager online doing something, don't just assume that she's shopping for shoes.
Right.
She probably is.
Yeah.
Just maybe she is looking at insurance information. Maybe she's looking at shoes for you. Maybe she's buying presents.
Right.
Don't just get mad right away. Stop and think about both sides, and it's not always bad.
Yeah, I would say, Right. Before reaction.
Right.
Yeah, action is slow down and think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
see the flower in the sour.
That's right.
If you get on like one forum and you ask a question, which I'm going to do that tonight. Get on a forum.
You're going to stir things up?
I'm going to stir. No. Well, I'm going to just, because if I go to an assistant forum and I type in.
Just put you're a hygienist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all I got to do. You can ask the same question in 3 different forums, and you're going to, just the sides of the stories are going to be completely different.
Like an accountant doing your taxes.
Uh-huh.
Like an accountant doing your taxes, you're just going to get different answers.
Oh, true.
I don't know why I threw that in there, but
yeah.
And then maybe it's tax season.
Oh, that's on your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So you're going to
ask. You had to ruin everything.
Right. So you're going to go on 3 different forums and ask the same question.
Ask the same question, or 4 forums. Yeah. So we do have, we're going to be talking about bonuses. A lot of people asked about bonuses and how do we talk to our doctor or office manager about a bonus program without seeming greedy or unappreciative.
Yeah, money's a touchy subject. Like
right.
Our office manager, pretend office manager here, collecting money. And it's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, and I never said because you wouldn't talk about me.
Oh.
But yeah, I did.
Cindy was an office manager.
I was in the front office for 13 years. So yeah, collecting money. And it is a difficult thing. And there's so many different things about the positions that are super tough and super great.
I see. I like getting your perspective because I've never been in the OM position.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The thought of collecting money
You've always had the easy position.
Yeah, I keep the easy chair side.
Yeah.
Filing my nails.
Suck and spit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Wrapping presents.
Mm-hmm. Wrapping presents.
Until 5 o'clock when you want the hygienist to wrap them for you.
Was someone actually
you got to go.
presents?
Time to check out.
Oh, you know what? I did wrap presents in an office once before.
You did?
I did. The doctor asked me to do it.
Oh.
I was getting paid hourly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's another subject. Hourly versus commission-based.
Yeah, see? Part of the bonus program.
Right.
How do you approach?
We'll be talking about that on our next episode.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a bonus episode.
That could take a whole hour.
That could.
You don't want to hear me talk for an hour.
I don't.
No.
Only if you wear makeup.
Oh, yeah, because, I have a face for radio, for podcasts.
For podcasts,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you do. So if that girl would have interviewed you just over podcast or over a microphone without seeing you, she probably would have hired you.
Face.
She probably would have said, come on over right now.
I'd still be going to Italy.
You did say she was single. Maybe she was looking for a date, or maybe she was looking for a girlfriend. Maybe she wasn't looking for an English teacher.
Wow, that could be a whole new
Because you'd think English
podcast.
teachers wouldn't be wearing makeup, and the English teachers I know.
She's like, crazy American lady.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Should have wore a scarf.
No, she mentioned she had a boyfriend who shows up on occasion, so maybe that was.
She was probably just trying to get your reaction.
Yes. Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah, so there's always just there's so much different layers to things that you don't know.
Right. And you don't know how people are going to react.
Yeah.
That's why I got to think logically.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Don't take it personal.
That's right.
And don't get drunk before you go.
After you work out.
After you work out. You probably didn't work out. You probably ran home from the bar.
Yeah, you caught me. Yeah, because there was one down the road.
Is that your workout?
Yes. running from the
Did you say what kind of workout you were doing?
I said kickboxing, but I could be lying like I did in my Skype interview.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's on the treatment plan for next week.
Whatever the hygienist puts on there during her free time, during the 1 hour appointment with all that stuff she has to do.
So then I'll come up and clean after.
So you don't worry about it.
Okay.
You just go have some coffee or tea or whatever. Grab some beer.
Right.
I'll get it. Don't worry. Some of the topics that we have coming up for you guys on the next episodes are, let's see, we have work at the top of your license. Mm-hmm. Everybody is licensed or experienced or trained to do certain things
within legal limits.
Wink, wink. No.
Yeah.
No. So why do we all work below our skill set? If we all worked at our skill set or above, including the doctor, we'd all rise above. Why do we're all working down? Let's work up to the top, the best we can, the most we can, and lift everything up, everybody up.
Right.
And then cell phones at work. that's a topic. Front office people on their cell phones, because cell phones are like a mini computer these days. So when is it okay and when is it not? And having them in front of patients.
Using our gloves to type, our dirty gloves to type on the phones. Is that
type
legit?
on the phones? Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
You can't?
Oh.
Because your gloves never get dirty.
Yep. That was great. I'm hiding my manicure.
Okay, so the last 6 months and present now,
yes,
we are going to be gathering information from you guys on topics and subjects. And so some of you probably know we've reached out to you and asked you about putting your information on the podcast. And of course, we're going to be anonymous to protect you. And
we want it to be about you.
We want it to be about you guys. Mm-hmm. We want to hear about your concerns, what concerns you, what ailments you have in the dental practice with your whether it be your teammates, your patients, the doctor, the lab, the sales rep, anything, the products. Protect you and present it in a professional way, because there's a way to turn rants into a positive solutions, and that's what we'll do. Sour flour. We're turning sour into a flour.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
So reach out to us and let us know any concerns that you have, and we will get your voice per se on the air and find solutions for you and bring up these topics, and
it could even be
get those assistants working.
Yeah, actually put me to work.
Yeah, actually get them doing something.
Yeah, besides suctioning spit all day.
There's so many great podcasts out there for doctors, hygienists, assistants, some front office, but there's nothing really for everybody as a team from the team side.
Right.
There's great coaching and blah, 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 serious stuff, which is wonderful. We all need to learn, and we're here to teach you as well, but we're here for you guys for fun and for venting.
Right. And you have a hygienist and an assistant here. Not just 2 hygienists or 2 assistants.
That's right.
2 doctors.
That's right.
Yeah. And you can get along.
Oh, you can.
And work together? Oh, you're questioning that.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Grab another beer.